Well, hello there, Nightlings. Hope you all had a phenomenal Devil's Night. Welcome to Season 2, Episode 19 of the Horror Headquarters. It is officially Halloween, and I can't even believe I'm saying that because I'm recording this the day before. But hope you guys are enjoying your day so far, whether you're listening to this at midnight, listening to this on November. I hope you guys are doing phenomenal. I hope you guys are having a great Halloween, or you've had a great Halloween. Today's episode is going to be a little bit of a special, exclusive episode. I wasn't going to do one, but I wanted to do something special for Halloween. So I'm going to be talking about some of my passions that I love to do around Halloween, things that I do from morning to night, how late I stay up, how early I get up, and just the things I do, along with some tidbits of things that have been happening around the house, especially with the month of October. There's been a lot of weird energy circling me and just in my area wherever I go. So I'm going to be addressing a bunch of different things that have been going on along with some Halloween traditions. So you guys can sit back, enjoy your cookies, your candy, popcorn, and let's dive right in. The morning of Halloween, the cool breeze, the leaves falling, people blowing their leaves off their front porch for trick-or-treaters, people preparing for the day, getting dressed up, looking really lavish and cool and gory, all that fun jazz stuff, you know? Even people that stay at home, watch films all night. That's gonna be me that night. That's literally gonna be me at night, is watching horror films all night until the sun rises. Now, me personally, I get up at the crack of dawn, so like around maybe 6, 7 a.m. I am up and out of bed and I am getting ready for the day. I am enjoying Halloween as much as possible. Something to know about me, I love enjoying the day when it begins to the end. Now, obviously, if I could, I would say 24 hours, but then I wouldn't be able to get done all the special effects makeup and my costume for Halloween. I'd be drained. And coffee does not make me stay up, it makes me sleepy. So a lot of people, you might be wondering, like, oh, just take coffee. No, coffee makes me sleepy. I cannot do that. So I get up really early. Hopefully, I'm planning to do that today. And I start watching Twitches. So the first thing I do is watch Twitches early in the morning. I love Twitches. It is a Halloween tradition. I actually watched it already this year on the 14th of October because of the 20-year anniversary, and I can't even believe Twitch's 20-year anniversary. Waiting for the Twitches 3 seems more possible than ever because Sia and Tamara Mori seem to be very on board with it, so I have so much more hope than I did before when they were kind of hesitant about doing it. So we'll see about that. But that's what I do. I make my morning breakfast, which is cereal with strawberry yogurt and candy corn, which is Alex's breakfast in the Twitches film. You guys are gonna think I'm so weird for this, but I put on my Twitches outfit, I had my Twitches necklace, and I just feel the energy from the film. It's just such a magical film to watch. I actually do end up watching number 1 and 2. If I don't end up watching the second one, I actually ended up watching it on November 1st, the next morning, just to kind of enjoy that entire series because it's just so much fun. Now, after that's all complete, I do head up upstairs. I put on YouTube on my iMac computer, and I end up watching a bunch of like Halloween compilation videos of trick-or-treaters getting scared, of just prepping for the day, playing Halloween music on blast, and prepping for my costume. Now, yes, you might think my costume takes like 30 minutes. You already know. My costume last year, I started doing it at 12 p.m. in the afternoon. I did not finish it until 5 o'clock. It took 5 hours. Why, you might be asking? Costume decisions, the type of makeup I'm going to be using, makeup preps, a special effects makeup prep. Anyone that does that kind of stuff, you know it takes very, very long. And what's crazy is I don't even know what kind of like crazy makeup I'm going to be doing yet on my face, but I have a very good idea. And what I love is that every time I do improv on the day of, it turns out so good. So that's what I'm relying on. I'm not scared at all. I'm not worried at all. So obviously I'm at home. I can always change it up, but improv for the makeup. And I'm not saying my costume yet. You guys will be seeing it on my Instagram. I'm actually going to be doing a collab with the Horror Headquarters page, so you guys will be able to see it when I'm uploading this episode. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it the following day on the 31st, which is the day this is going to be uploaded. While that's all happening, doesn't mean I'm not doing anything while I'm getting ready for my costume. Again, I'm having the YouTube films playing, and then I'm also going to be ordering pizza. Yes, I love pizza on Halloween Day, having it in the house so that after we're done trick-or-treating, I can come back in, heat up my pizza, sit down and watch horror films all night. Now, something else I love about Halloween, especially, is the power, the energy that I feel on that specific day, and I can just feel it already. Like I told you in the beginning of this episode, this entire month, and actually September as well, I've been feeling such powerful energy towards the nighttime. much more than I would have ever anticipated, to be honest. And I think it's just because of my connection to the moon. I definitely think I'm a night person. I'm a night owl. I love staying up at night. I'm more productive at night. And just this last month in September, have been so powerful in that sense. And I've been experiencing so many different weird things. For example, I'll just start, throw you right into it right now. In my room specifically, I'm always hearing noises coming from my closet. And it's nothing scary, but I'm always hearing like a talking, like a whispering noise that I hear in my closet. I actually have names for many of the different spirits around the house. Alexa is the one that ends up going off when Siri like says, "Sorry, I'm not sure." I call that one Alexa because it'll be asking my phone random questions and I'll be like, "What? I didn't say anything." Now, the one that's in my closet, their name is Artemis. I think they're definitely a very friendly spirit, but I always hear murmurs and occasionally they will knock something off of my desk or something random that was certainly not at the edge of my table ends up falling. And I'm like, I did not put this here. I know it's Artemis playing around with me. And people think I'm Delulu and I'm crazy by saying this. I love giving my spirits names that are in the house. Many of them are friendly. The one I extremely dislike is Craig. And anytime I'm doing a live for TikTok, because TikTok is my work, and I'm live streaming at nighttime, I'm always hearing a growling sound in the dining room. So that's the specific place that he likes to be. And he always growls, and I always sometimes see a black figure either behind me or under the table, like next to one of the chairs. Actually happened recently. I think it was in the middle of October. I was live and I just immediately jolted to my right because I felt a really cold shoulder like touch me. I felt something very cold touch me and I completely panicked and I looked at the screen. People were like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Did you guys see that? Did you guys see anything?" And I was like waiting for someone to say something. Someone actually commented like, "I felt something really weird happen." I'm like, "Okay, I'm not crazy. Thank God." Because there was definitely a shift in the moment when I was live. And this is what I'm thinking connects back to the month of September and October, just that strong energy I've been feeling. I feel like a lot of things are aligning in a very good way. And I've just felt such a powerful energy that makes me feel like I'm floating, especially towards the night. I think that's why I struggle falling asleep. But oh my god. Oh my god. Oh man, I wish that was recorded. Okay, as I was recording this, I was looking at my wall where a bunch of my awards are, and I'm looking at a candle that I have. I just saw some kind of like black shadow go across the wall. I'm not even joking. That was so creepy. Okay, yeah, they hear me. They know what's going on. That was completely unplanned. I swear to God, I did not plan any of that. I just saw like a black shadow pass over the wall. Doesn't feel negative. I don't feel any negative energy, so you guys don't have to worry. But this just goes back to my point. This month has been so powerful and a lot of weird things, especially leaving the house. I've been feeling a lot of weird energies, a lot of conflicting energies. I will say I love driving, and I know that sounds really weird. I love driving because I'm able to kind of clear my thoughts, kind of able to close in on a lot of things. I will say the places I love meditating and kind of clearing my mind include the park and the library. I love the library. I get some of my best ideas at the library. Fun fact, for Don't Go Downstairs, which is my short film, I edited majority of the film at the library, at my local library. And I would sit there for maybe 3, 4 hours and I was crunching, like it was nonstop. I was able to get so much stuff done there. When I come back home, I'm kind of conflicted with a bunch of other things. So that personally for me has been a huge help. And I think again, that comes back to the month of September and October because I actually started editing majority of the film in September. So that just, I mean, adds to that whole aspect of the energy surrounding these 2 months, how powerful the moon has been. And I think a lot of us can agree there's been a very weird energy in the air, whether you feel that kind of stuff or you don't. I think we can all agree, like, if you're someone that's mindful and able to kind of connect in some way to this kind of stuff, you'd feel like everything's been like, like a little bit weird, a little bit like, wait, what's going on? Like, even recently, I've been forgetting what day of the week it is because of how conflicting everything feels at the time being. Okay, definitely sidetracked a lot there. But back to the whole costuming aspect. I think the costume is the most important part of the day that I look forward to the most. Because I think Halloween is the one day where people can put whatever they want, they can dress up as whatever they want in a judgment-free zone. And it's kind of sad that this is the only day that people kind of disregard everything else. And then after that, oh, why are you dressed like this? Why are you wearing makeup? People can do and wear whatever they want. I'm just gonna put that out there right now. And as someone that was always labeled as the crazy kid, the weird kid for always being out of the box, always being very eccentric, anyone else there that can relate, completely empathize with you. And this is why I love Halloween, because I'm able to do some really cool looks on my face. I'm able to dress up as something that I've created. Now for this year, it's actually still very up in the air. Now what I mean by that is, again, I don't know what I'm going to do on my face, but I will say I have so many different costume pieces in my room that I'm like constantly trying on, like trying to see if it works for the vibe. I have a bunch of jewelry pieces and accessories that I'm thinking of utilizing towards the costume, but I think everything's coming together very well. But I'm curious what you guys do on Halloween, so please let me know in that comment section below. Like if you just plan on sitting at home, watching horror films all day. If you have work, unfortunately, call off work. I'm just gonna put this out there right now. Literally, if you're at work while you're listening to this, just walk off and say like, oh, I'm not feeling good. That's literally what I would do, because I will tell you, I have not missed one Halloween in my life ever since going to college. I have always taken Halloween off, and this is not a joke. Unless I had a very, very early morning for Halloween, like at campus or at college, I would do it. But if I had an afternoon class, I was not going to it. That's not a joke either. My most recent time that I was in college was 2024. And in 2023, that was the last year that I had a Halloween during it. I called in sick and I told them I'm not feeling the greatest, but I'm happy to complete any work virtually and like get you an extra project out. Many of the teachers were very accommodating. There was one teacher that ended up giving me an extra assignment because I missed out, and I ended up getting the highest grade on that specific assignment. Yeah, and it was an assignment that wasn't due until like November 15th. She made me do it until like November 2nd. I completed it on the 30th, the day I told her that I was taking off. She gave it to me the 30th, completed it that same day. She gave me my grade the next day on Halloween, and I got a 96 out of 100 on it. It ended up being the highest grade in the class for that specific assignment because she tried sticking it to me because she didn't want me to miss it. She knew that I liked Halloween because I've always talked about it, so she was trying to stick it on me to get a bad grade. I proved her wrong. Alright, for a second, I want to talk about some overrated candies, especially around Halloween time, or even trick-or-treat, like when you go trick-or-treating and you go to a house. Tell me I'm not the only one that hated when I got either a dollar bill or a toothbrush. The toothbrush, you're like pushing it. That's like beyond pushing it. That's crossing the line. There's actually one year where I saw they were passing out toothbrushes. She gave me one, literally put it back in the basket, and I walked away crying. I think it was like 6 or 7 years old, and then there was another year, I think it was in my early teens, where I dressed up as Obi-Wan Kenobi from Star Wars, and one lady said, that's not a costume, and she gave me a potato. She literally gave me a potato, and I walked away. I felt like that scene, you know, from Charlie Brown and the Big Great Pumpkin, when all the kids are going trick-or-treating and Charlie Brown keeps getting rocks from every single person. I had that moment. I had like an moment. I got so upset. I didn't cry or anything, but I was so pissed. I remember walking away and then the lady's like, no, come back. I'll give you some candy. I didn't listen. And she kept calling me and my mom was like, just go get candy. I'm like, no, I don't want anything from her. And I handed my mom the potato and I said, here, you can use this for making a baked potato. I could not stop laughing. I'm like, that was so rude. And that was actually the first house we went to. It's actually all hitting me right now. It was the first house we went to. And this lady gives us a freaking potato. A potato. Yeah, those were some good times. Is anyone else in their like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, even people that are in their teens, you guys miss trick-or-treating? Because trust me, I would do it in a heartbeat again if I wanted to. I will say though, I've ever since fallen in love with passing out candy. I love kind of just chilling and seeing all the kids' costumes, scaring some kids even, passing out candy, and just seeing parents' reactions to the decorations that we do at our house. So I definitely have a love relationship with trick-or-treating and also passing out candy. I haven't been trick-or-treating since like maybe 14, 15 years old. The last time was the year we actually moved. So I think it was 15 years old was the last time, either 15 or 16 years old, but past that, I think that's even pushing it for me. Now, I would love to do, I'm not, like, if you're over 20 and you're trick-or-treating, that's great. I love that you want to be a kid still and you want to do that. I will give you candy. There's so many people out there, though, they're like, nope, if you're over 20, you're not getting candy. That's so rude. They're taking one day to be a kid instead of doing all these other horrible things that they could be doing on this day. They're trying to trick-or-treat and get candy and just enjoy themselves. So if you're someone that turns away someone because of their age, you are a horrible human being, and I'm just saying that out flat. I don't care. Now, obviously, I'm not saying there's not teens out there that are so rude and they end up taking more than one, especially if you're not home. I'm talking about the people that are genuinely trying to enjoy their day, trying to get out there and get some candy for themselves, for their family, just to kind of have a good time. If you're turning away people like that, you have a terrible, terrible heart. One of my dreams, one of my aspirations is to be in Salem on the day of Halloween. Now, I know you guys probably think I'm crazy, but I so badly want to be surrounded by witches, wizards, all that kind of stuff on the 31st of Halloween, just enjoying all the festivities that Salem has to offer. Now, I know, especially in the month of October, because I've been there in October, it is insanely, insanely packed. Like, you can't even use packed, you have to use, like, a swarm. Like, it looks like the amount of people that you'd find in a football field, all condensed in one little city, one little town in Salem, Massachusetts. You can't even walk through. You're like shoving people. It's like you're at a concert, like on the main floor. Like think of their favorite artist. Imagine being on the ground, like in those stands. That's literally what Salem is like, if not worse. Because I've heard that reservations take maybe 8 hours. 8 hour wait, which I've been told by many people there, 8 hour wait for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, for the bar, all that kind of stuff. But I would love to just be in that environment on October 31st. Like whether that means me waking up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., walking the streets and just going to a bunch of haunted locations and enjoying that. That's absolute dream right there. So I'm thinking maybe when I get a little bit older, because I love Halloween too much to kind of do that immediately. I mean, who knows? Maybe next year I'll be in Salem when that all happens. I did actually visit Salem pretty recently and I had a really good time, but I'm saving that for another episode because there's a lot to discuss, especially on that topic. Now, I have sidetracked a bunch and I'm aware of that, but after, putting on my costume, putting on the makeup, I do end up going outside and getting a photo shoot done by my mom. My mom ended up taking a bunch of pictures of me on my professional camera so that I can post them on Instagram, and I try to download them as soon as possible because I like posting them on the day of Halloween, because I know a lot of times the next day people are like not really interested in that kind of stuff. They start playing like Christmas music immediately. They never even play Halloween music. I haven't heard one station this year play Halloween music. If you own a station or if you listen to a station that plays Halloween music, let me know because I'm always going through them. Some of them are even playing Christmas music already, and that just irritates me. So, post that kind of stuff, ends up passing out candy for maybe 2.5, 3 hours, get everything set up, the speakers for all the music, and just preparing for the night. And then, after all of that is done, pack up, go inside again. Like I told you, I have a feast. I have my pizza waiting for me. I make popcorn. It is a go all for it. Like when they say let them have cake, that's literally me. I'm eating a bunch of different things. You can call me a fatty, I don't care. And I'm going and sitting in my sunroom, enjoying a bunch of different horror films, binging a bunch throughout the night, nonstop. I did that last year and I had such a good time, such a good time. Just like with all my horror fanatic makeup. Obviously, I take a lot of that off. I change into some really comfy clothing and I sit on my couch, watch a bunch of horror films on full volume. I don't care if anyone wakes up. And I just enjoy the heck out of my day. I'm hoping I'm able to do all of that this year because a lot of things have changed, but I'm just hoping to enjoy the day as much as possible. And there's also a special ritual that I do at the end of the day. So maybe around 11:30, 11:45, I go up to my room and the candle that I was pointing at recently and where I saw the black shadow come over, I light a candle and I make a wish and I start manifesting a bunch of different things. I start accepting this power that I have and all this energy that I've embraced throughout the years. And I just continuously accept what this day offers with positive energy. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to be accepting and be like, yeah, I want to be demonic. No, 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 no. And when I tell you doing this puts like some kind of enchantment on me, it gives me chills all throughout my body. And I know I'm doing something good when I do that, and I know I'm kind of accepting the gift that I have and embracing it to the fullest of my ability over the next year. So this is specifically on Halloween, and the other time I do that is on my birthday. I actually blow out a candle in my room, kind of manifesting the things that I want to see transpire over the next year or so. You know, just to the best of my ability, hoping and manifesting for greater things to come, and peace and tranquility and power above all. And just continuing, I can't even speak, continuing to push forward in all the endeavors that I have planned. And that's basically it. That is my that is my Halloween ritual. Now that might change over the years, but one thing I don't see ever changing is dressing up really cool and hopefully watching Twitches wherever I am, because those two I think will never go away. Dressing up and watching Twitches. Twitches I will watch literally when I'm 300 years old. I love, 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 love that film. It's so special to me, and just talking about it puts the biggest smile on my face. People don't understand how much I love that film. That is the film that got me into acting, that got me into singing, that wanted me to pursue a career in this kind of stuff. So I have so much to thank from that film alone. But you guys gotta let me know, what are your Halloween traditions? What do you plan on doing on this day? Please comment below. This is the end of the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you were able to kind of empathize with me on some areas. Kind of, be nostalgic for a second about our childhoods, about the way we grew up with trick-or-treating and all this crazy candy. The one thing you can't deny is that everything is so expensive right now. So I love waiting until the day after Halloween, buying a bunch of candy that's 50, 70, 90% off, because they want to get that rid of, because Christmas is right around the corner. They need to make space on the shelves for that kind of stuff. So they're going to be putting a lot of stuff on clearance. So if you see me at the store, just mind your business. If you see me with the full carton of candy, mind your business. I am doing business. Hope you guys all have an amazing and safe Halloween. Please stay out of the streets. Like, I'm saying this for people that are listening to this before the Halloween events and all the little crazy things happen. Stay out of the street. Always make sure you're wearing bright colors if possible. Have a flashlight with you. Just be on guard, because people drive crazy. People don't care if you're in the neighborhood. Be safe, be protective. If you have kids, keep them close to you. I say my highest recommendation, keep your phone on vibrate so you're not distracted by picking it up, opening it up. Your kids could disappear like that. In an instant, they could go away. So always be mindful. Definitely go trick-or-treating in groups and safe neighborhoods, and have a really, 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 really good time. Make sure to just be respectful of everyone, be kind, and have such a fun time, guys. This is only once a year, and it makes me so sad that it's only once a year that we get to do this, and then we jump right into Christmas, and then Valentine's Day, and then it's 4th of July, and then it's back to Halloween. So there's just so much in between. Try to enjoy it to the best of your ability. I hope you guys all enjoyed this episode. If you did, make sure to hit that follow button. Subscribe if you're on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, wherever you're listening. I appreciate every single one of you guys if you made it this far. I'm sorry if it was just me blabbering. Kind of the point of this episode is me talking about my traditions on Halloween, and then also kind of sidetracking to Halloween related things, I guess you could say. But make sure you guys are sharing this with your family, with your friends. Check me out on Instagram at the Horror Headquarters. Make sure you watch my newest short film. It's called Don't Go Downstairs on YouTube. It is linked in the description below. And hope you guys have a phenomenal day, a phenomenal rest of your day, a phenomenal rest of your month. If you're listening to this in November, December, whenever you're listening to it, I hope you guys are doing phenomenal. But until next time, tread very lightly and pray for forgiveness. Midnight hour has approached. It's Halloween.